Here is how to solve literal equations. So right here it says solve for x. So right here, here's x, right? We want to get by itself. So we want to do PEMDAS backwards, right? PEMDAS is like the closest to. So like this 3 multiply and divide is closest to the x, and then this add and subtract is further away. So if I want to get x by itself, I'm going to subtract this 6y. But this 24 doesn't have a y, so I can't combine like terms. I'm just going to have 3x equals, you could say 24 minus 6y or negative 6y plus 24 if you want to keep it in whatever form. And then here's your x. And then because it says 3 times x, the opposite, so the opposite of plus 6y was subtract 6y, and we're trying to get it by itself. So the opposite of 3 times x is to divide everything by 3. And so that would give me x equals, and then negative 6 divided by 3 is negative 2y, and 24 divided by 3 is 8. So we could have written it like this, or x equals 8 minus 2y, depending on which order you have it in. Looking at the next one, it says solve this for y in terms of x. So in terms of x means that there's an x in it, but it's saying for y. Okay, so right here, here's my y. So this time I don't have to add or subtract anything away from it. It just says 6 times y. So I'm going to divide everything by 6. And I suppose we'll just leave it in that format. So y equals 4 minus 1/2 x. Technically though, that's not in point slope form or slope intercept. Slope intercept would have said y equals negative 1/2 x plus 4, because the negative is with the 1/2, and over here the 4 has nothing with it, and so it's positive. Okay, then the next one says 4x. So here's my x by itself. This one's a little bit more tricky. We have a negative with the 3, and this is a positive 24. So the first thing I have to do is subtract 24. And again, I've got this negative 3x. And right here I'm going to leave 6y minus 24. This 24 does not have a y, so I can't put it together because they're not like terms. Okay, so then this next one says, it says negative 3 times x. So I'm going to divide everything by negative 3. And so this would say x equals 6 divided by negative 3 is negative 2, and negative divided by negative, x plus 8. Oh, it should be y. Sorry, I was like, that doesn't seem right. Okay, so x equals, so it says something like which ones are equal. So far this top one, the first and third one look the same to me. And then right here, this one says solve for x. So again, this one's on the right side, and I think it's important, use a highlighter or a marker to kind of like tell yourself this. It says 4x in terms of y, but 4x. So we want x by itself. So it says 3 times x. So the only thing I have to do to get by itself is to divide by 3. And so I have 8 minus 2y equals x. But if I were to rewrite that, that would be x equals, put that negative with the 2, and that's a positive 8 plus 8. So my answer would be that the first, third, and fourth all look the same to me. I hope that helps. Let me know if I can help another way.